welcome back to our homestead. It is such a nice day again. Oh my gosh, we've been really blessed with such great weather. Whoa, are you okay? Whoops. I have my helper in all her glory, her fabulous mermaid glasses today.
From Canada.
The boys. Hold my hand, honey. There we go. The boys are back there. They're doing firewood today. We still have several months worth of fires. But I thought today, whoop, pardon the chainsaw. We're back to it. We'll get a little farther away here. Hopefully. It's a good day for a walk around the property. Whoa! I got you. Stand up there. All right. You're all right. Put your glasses back on. Somebody's a little tired today. Okay, let's get off the tractor marks. There you go. Then you'll quit falling. Perfect. I'm really sorry. So today I thought we would...
That's a pine cone.
It is, isn't it cute? I love these ones. Look at those. Aren't those so fun?
And there's big ones.
Yeah, we're gonna go find the tree with the big ones, shall we?
Yeah,
This is not what we're after.
There's so big ones on the road.
Today is a good day to do a little foraging.
Mom, I just saw one.
Yeah, did you?
Past it.
That's all right. That's not what we're after.
Oh, on the tree one.
And I thought I would teach you guys how to make
No,
pine needle tea today.
Really.
So we're gonna go look. We have two kinds of pine on our homestead. There's one right here. That guy right here. Look at him. He's super tall.
Mom will fall from him.
Yep. So that guy is a Ponderosa pine. We call him bull pine around here. They're pretty
Oh, I found one.
tough root to get out.
I
Yeah.
found one.
Okay, go. Yeah, see if you can find it. Here we go, Maggie, my little helper here. Here, let me see. Oh, we don't want the pine cones. Well, you can keep the pine cones if you want. Here we go.
Pine cone.
Here's one of the ways you can identify them.
I want to eat them.
The way we identify them
More,
is the squirrels
Mom,
like to
more.
throw these at us when we walk underneath the trees.
Mom, more,
So,
more.
hold on, honey.
There's what?
See those nice big spikes on there? Aren't those
Hi,
nice?
Ben.
Do you know my favorite memory? Maybe
Yeah,
it's not my
what
favorite
is
memory.
that?
One of my memories, besides squirrels throwing these at us, is having pine cone fights when we were kids. We used to pick up and gather as many of these as possible. And some of them, I mean, these can get really big. And these ones that are not super old with these really spiky things on them, we used to throw them at each other. And they kind of get stuck in your skin. Yeah, we'd end up bleeding and all kinds of stuff. So that's one kind. Obviously, we're not going to be climbing this
Mom, where's
giant tree. You can't even.
they?
There's the first
What
needles.
are we picking?
We're obviously not going to be climbing that.
What are we picking?
We're going to get pine needles.
What are they?
We got to go get some. So we're going to walk back here a little bit farther. We'll show you the other kind of.
That big.
Yep.
Cone.
I
It's
know.
really fat. And that one.
And we're going to find the other kind of pine needle. Here we go. There's some on the ground. We're not going to use these for our tea.
Put it in,
But
Mom.
that's that Ponderosa pine.
Mom, put it in.
See, it's got these needles come out of this little sheath here. See that little guy?
Mom.
Let's see if I can help you see it better. There we go. There. And they're usually little groups of 3. So fun. But really, you can tell they're super, super long. Okay, so we can use these. Well, we're not going to use these ones because they were on the ground. We're going to go find some fresh ones. Okay, then
Some fresh ones.
there's some fresh ones. And then here we go.
There's some,
Behind me, here we go,
there's some fresh ones.
is our other kind of pine we have.
Some.
Yep, we're going to get those ones. So that,
Wow, look at this one.
oh yeah, those ones look pretty good. Yeah, that's fresh. You can use that one. So we'll take that one in for tea. And then this guy back here, you can see way up there. See it up in the corner? That is the lodgepole pine. And my helper is growling. Anyway, this is the lodgepole pine, and we call them bull or jack pine or something like that. And anyway, these are also good for tea. Here, Maggie. So some people say,
that's cute.
so these also have a little sheath on them. And these ones are in pairs. See that?
See that spiky thing?
So there's the difference. Little short needles, really long needles, but they're gonna make great tea. So we're probably gonna just break off the branch here.
We'll split off the branch.
Like that, and we'll take that in and we'll make tea. And what we're gonna do is make tea out of both of them and see which one we like to taste better. You might be wondering why on earth you would drink pine needle tea, because isn't it gonna taste like a pine tree? There you go. Yes, it is. But it's super high in vitamin C, and that's what we're after today. So when the late winter comes, you know, we're kind of starting to get depleted.
Mom,
We want to
find some
boost our immune systems a little bit. These pine needles have...
Oh, there's some orange ones.
Yeah, we don't want the orange ones though. We just want to
The
use the
green
green
ones.
ones. That's right.
Wow,
So we
got
want to boost
two.
that vitamin C. They also have vitamin A. They're really good
Mom,
for helping. You can make like pine needle syrup out of them. Yeah, good job. What kind is that one?
I don't know.
Lodgepole pine.
Let's do it.
You want one more? Go ahead. You can get one more. Go for it. I'm a little helper here. You gotta bend it and break it like that.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, there's a big one right there. We had a little bit of wind, so it's easy picking today. There, good job. So,
So that's enough.
that's
Here's
enough.
one.
Yeah, we don't need those. No. Those ones are kind of gross. There you go. Okay. All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go make some tea.
Yeah.
So, are you going to have tea with
I
me?
want some tea.
Or you're going to have some tea? Great. My helper's going to have tea too.
Whoa.
Ooh, careful. So I've got a nice low tree here. I'll show you kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
Here, I'll flip you around.
Let's show you.
There we go.
have a timing tree.
So those nice long
We
pine
have a-
cones there.
I'll tell it something.
See that? And then you can tell here, like the color.
Tell this-
Here's another one. This guy's really, really big. This tree's been here for a long time.
Mom,
What?
I'll tell them something.
Okay, just a sec. But you can see this reddish color on this bark here. It's really, really bright red. It's grooved super deeply. That's kind of some ways. You can also use this pine sap, and I'll teach you guys that in another video. That's fun.
Get those chickens.
Okay, so we're gonna get these needles back in the house.
Yeah.
And we're gonna show you guys how to make some tea with them.
On this slab.
It's such a nice day.
Yes.
We love it.
Tiny. Look at this snow.
Okay, we're back inside. We did it. We got all of our stuff we needed. We got our Ponderosa pine needles here, and we have our Lodgepole pine needles here. I've left them like this a little bit separate. I thought we would make 2 different cups of tea. She's gonna ditch us and not have pine needle tea. She has chosen some delicious English breakfast tea. You want pine needle tea or do you want English breakfast?
Pine needle tea.
How about both?
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna have both. So I also have a little bit of honey right here, which is what we're gonna use to flavor it. So again, I just wanted to show you a couple of differences. Obviously, the length of needles is enormously different. These come in 3s, these come in pairs of 2. just a couple of ways. And obviously, if that's not enough for you, there's also the ginormous difference in this big cone and this little tiny cone.
Mom, I want to hold one of those pine.
You can hold whatever one you want.
I want
So we're gonna get on with making our tea here. So I'm gonna scooch this aside just a little bit. Now I've already boiled some water. You don't want to pour boiling water on it, just recently boiled. So let's go ahead and prepare our needles. I'm gonna grab some scissors.
Hey, we better touch this one.
Yep.
So I got it right here, Mom.
So you don't have to cut the needles if you don't want to. However, I think it will help to release the flavor, and that's what we're going for. We want good flavor. So we're just gonna remove them off of our branch here and just make a nice little pile. Now, the older the needles, the stronger and probably more bitter the flavor is going to be. And then the younger the needles, like if you got spring ones, do you want to take those ones off there and put them on here for us?
Yes.
So the younger the needles are, so like spring needles, those are going to produce a better flavor.
How did you get there?
It's nice that there's always something, even if it's really cold outside, there's always something that we can be foraging. So we don't really need very much. A general rule of thumb for an herb tea is just going to be a teaspoon of herb to a cup of boiling water, or, you know, a heaping teaspoon, a tablespoon. Yep. Okay. For a pint of boiling water. So this is a little bit more than a cup probably. So now that I have those in a pile here, she's gonna work on those ones. I'm gonna just
help me, Mom? Please?
Yep, in just a sec. I'm just gonna cut them straight into my cup.
Can you tell?
It's just rough. It doesn't have to be any precise measurement at all. The point is just to release the flavor. Similarly, like if you would do this with peppermint leaves or something like that, you would just roll them between your hands just to release that good flavor.
Oh my, that's some.
Ooh, careful.
In my eyes.
Now I would like to try this two different ways. We're gonna try it plain first.
Can you touch some in mine?
I will.
The big ones on mine.
Okay, just a second. So we're gonna try this plain, which we've had before. And then I want to try adding a splash of lemon to them. I don't have any fresh lemon.
Love lemon.
Ooh, she's excited about that. One of my favorite uses for pine needle tea is actually to drink it. We take a little tiny stove burner with us, and when we're on a hike,
You got a pool.
pine needle tea is great for giving you extra energy.
Mom, I need your help.
So
Please help.
that's sort of in the bottom. Got a good
Can you please?
tablespoon in there. Okay, I'm gonna
You
sweep
can
this
put
aside.
it-
That's probably enough, honey. You don't have to do any more. You can put that right there. When we were kids, we used to call these brooms. When we would go camping, we would sweep the campground
Mom, let's do it.
with the brooms.
Mom, let's do it. Let's touch mine.
So I'm not really getting the sheath. I'm kind of tipping them around to just get the points. And I'll just do the same thing with these.
Hey, are those yours?
We're gonna make two different kinds.
Is that my cup? Other cup?
One little thing I will say, and this is controversial, so you'll have to do your own research on it, obviously, is to not use pine teas
Mom,
when
I want
you are
you to
pregnant.
put them in my cup.
The research is not awesome on
I
it,
want you-
but just keep that in
I want
mind.
them in my cup. This cup.
Oh.
So I can have.
In this cup, you want to change your mind? Okay.
I want 2 times.
Okay.
Wow, I got what? See, I got tap.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I've heard it said many times,
this is for my salt.
Salt, sugar. She doesn't put sugar in, not salt.
Yes,
Anyway,
it is salt.
okay, just a sec. So, I've heard it said that with pine needle tea, it's better to make it too strong and have to dilute it a little bit than making it too weak. I have had very weak pine needle tea. Honestly, I think it's totally up to your own taste preference. So now that we've got our pine needles into our cups, we're gonna add the boiling water. Excuse me. Watch your face. Maggie, I need you to scooch back. Thank you.
What's this?
So this was recently boiled. Smells so good. Watch your face, please. Thank you.
Ooh, they are floating, Mom.
Yeah.
Look at mine.
I don't have enough covers for all of these, but I do have this cute little tea cover. It even has the slot. I'm not sure where to get these from. I'm sure, and you could probably get them on Amazon.
I want to put my salt.
Honey, it's not salt, it's sugar. Yes, just you gotta wait a minute. We have to make the tea. Anyway, these are great. We like to cover our teas when they are steeping to keep all the good essential oils inside. So I'm gonna get a plate for this one as well.
I got the plate. See my plate? There's pine needles right there.
Actually, all the plates are in the dishwasher, so I'm gonna get a little
There's two.
bowl. Okay, so we're just gonna let these steep for 5 to 10 minutes. There's my general. It's better to add more herbs to make it stronger than more thyme, because yeah, be careful, honey, it's hot. Because it can make your tea really bitter if you steep it for too long. Okay, it's been about 6 minutes or so. Whoop.
I need some more salt.
Careful.
I need some more salt.
Stop. Why are you calling it salt? Maybe it's sugar. No, you do not need more sugar.
Why?
Because I said so. Okay, so we're just going to take our covers off, set that aside. Now, I have had this before, so I already know that I'm going to want a little bit of honey in it.
I want some honey.
You have sugar.
No, I want
Maggie.
some
Okay, Mom.
honey.
Stop.
Please.
Stop.
Honey.
Pine can tend to be a little bit bitter.
Why can't I?
I'm just going to stir that in.
Somebody's home.
And then we're going to get a little more
Yeah, the mom.
with this cup.
Mom, this auntie had it.
It's fine. We'll call her back. Well, I like to use whatever pine is closest to us, because since we usually do this on a hike. But it really doesn't matter. There's many different kinds of pine. There are some that you need to stay away from, especially like yew and things like that. So you will definitely want to make sure that you are identifying your things correctly. And another thing is, with all foraging, just keep in mind where you're harvesting your needles from and any of your herbs from. You want to make sure. Obviously, she really likes it. She mixed her black tea in with her pine needle tea. You always want to make sure that you're getting not sprayed. Don't harvest on a roadside or anything like that. And make sure that you are using things that are clean to make the best tasting and the best medicine. So let's try. So, oh, be careful. This is the Lodgepole pine right here. And then this is the Ponderosa pine. So let's see. Okay, ready? This one's really good. I really like this one. It's not too strong, certainly not bitter, obviously, because I added honey. But I think I might actually like that even on its own. I've mostly used this Ponderosa pine.
I want the honey
Yeah,
one.
the Ponderosa pine is definitely stronger.
Mom, I want the honey one that you are having. the honey.
You can have some of this tea in just a minute. It's a little too hot for you.
Why does it have pine needles?
They're in the bottom because I didn't strain mine out. I strained her pine needles out for her. Anyway, this one honestly is a little bit like soapy, if that makes sense. I mean, it certainly doesn't taste like soap, but it's just a lot more pine flavored.
I really want something.
If that makes sense.
I really want something.
Yum. I really like this one. I will probably be using these ones from now on. Anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed this video today. I have certainly loved taking you along. We will do tons and tons of foraging videos here coming up, and I'm planning on trying to do them in order so that you have plenty of time to harvest them if you're in my area. And in order from the first thing you can harvest and the things that I generally harvest till the last thing in the fall. So I'm super excited to take you guys along for that journey. The next thing will probably be pine resin, and I'm very excited about that. We definitely tend to eat with the seasons, so this is great. You can, if you want to, you can totally dry these out and store them in a container. We have so many pine trees on our property, though, that there's no need for us to do that. We can always harvest them fresh. And that will definitely, if you dry them, that will change the flavor.
I want some of the, I really want...
Try a sip. You want to try a sip, or you want this one? This tastes good.
I want to have some honey.
In your cup? Okay, I'll make you that in just a second, okay? Let's say
With
goodbye.
no pine needles.
Okay, with no pine needles. I'll strain it for you. Do you want to say goodbye to our friends? Okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. We had fun sharing one of our favorite winter teas with you. We will see you again real soon. Bye. Say bye, friends.
I love your heads.
I love your